your day. Happy birthday again, and we'll be talking soon. WRUS 599, clear. Yeah, copy that. Enjoy your day, and I'll shout at you when we get back. WROE 916. I'll be on the side.
Okay, and this should be live. It is.
I've got 34 degrees and overcast with
Good
fog
morning,
numbers in
everybody.
Wall, South Dakota. WRKU 839 mobile.
And there's Mr. Dean.
Well, you're welcome to head on down to Florida. We got some nice weather down here. And you were just down here not too long ago dropping stuff off.
Oh, he's talking about me. Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody.
613. He was down in Jacksonville. I was in Texas 2 days ago in the 80s, but
So, what you are
I got
looking at right
sent
now
back
is
up
my
here to
status
South
page.
Dakota and on my way to Montana. So
And I want you guys to see what we have going on right now.
Oh, wow, yeah. That sucks. I had to change the route up a little bit there. Warmer weather. But anyway, I'm going to be off to the side here because I'm thinking I'm going to lose my signal here shortly. I'm mobile, heading out and away from the repeater. So good to hear you in there, WROE 916.
So, all right, so we've got a website.
Roger that, Tim. Yeah, you're starting to get a little crackling in there with you.
So what we have going, and I want to show you guys this setup here. So right now we're remotely connected over to my laptop that keeps an eye on my home network and my systems. And this status page, along with the main status page for the network,
WROT 471. Mr. Ken, before I lose you, man, happy birthday. I didn't realize it was
so
your birthday, but yeah, happy
I'm
birthday.
going. I just want you guys to see this, but I'm going to go ahead and
WROT
close that out.
Kenny and Jensen Beach.
And minimize that. And I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to move to a new desktop, and we're going to type in. Someone's getting out of range of the repeater down in Florida. Let me turn that down. So we're going to go to usgmrs.net. Okay, and you will pull up our site. In this site, we have the main network. You can click on the tab, and it will pull up the main network. Over here, you can click the GMRS, which is for GMRS Outlaws main network. And then you have the 1200, the 1100, and then these are the other two nodes that Robert is running. And then over here, you can click my GMRS nodes, which is, you can see right here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 22004 is the GAS 675 repeater. 22005, it's Outlaws my GMRS node. And then 23712 is my node for North Carolina. Each node, you can see, has its own individual setup. You can even click on the other tab for Zello. And there is, and it'll show you if someone's keyed up, it'll show how long they've been keyed up and all that fun stuff. So, and they've been working on their amateur stuff getting set up. So there's that. Let me close these out and get back to the main page here. Over here is the backup network, my network. which is the 23712, which is what it shows as the very first node. Yes, these three, 11, 1101, 1102, these are running on the same PI as this. And all these tabs, you can click on them and they will send you directly to where you need to be. I actually have to get rid of that one because that's running on the same, I have to remove that one out of the, because that's actually running on the same PI as this. So when you click on this or this, it should bring up this. I know if you click on mine, it'll pull up the welcome page, the information page. From there, if you click on all nodes, it'll pull up all the active hubs running on my Pi. 23712 being the MyGMRS node and what I have connected to it, whether it's me going to it or it being directly connected over to me. I have to edit that. That's not in my database, and that's fine. That's supposed to be a test node. But up here at the top, if I go to isNodes, isNodes will show what's connected, and if it's in the database, it'll show me what it's listed as in the database. So as you can see here, nodes that are connected to whatever I'm connected to, and what they're listed in my database, and such and so forth. So these are internally, and then the registry port to the server that I'm connected to. Then if you go here, it'll pull up that website. I made sure to include that on my status page as well. If you go to the GMRS Outlaws, it will actually pull up the 1200 system. Like I said, this will go away because it's running on the same Pi. If you go to the MyGMRS status, it will pull up my repeater, and you can tap on the node, and it will pull it up. And you can zoom out, and it'll show you, the blue lines show the connections. So if I was connected up to the Midwest 169, then you would see the blue line right up here. You know, the 3-digit hubs are the main hubs for MyGMRS. And you can see it's a pretty large map and it's pretty active. Let's see, go ahead and close that back out. And then the Facebook page, which is what you guys are on, is also linked on there, so you guys will be able to gain access to that as well, to be able to look at it. So that is the updates for the system. So that's these two top tabs. This right here on our website is also a direct link to the Facebook group. We are still working on building up the website, but it's a basic startup. These are videos that are currently inside, that are on the Facebook page. They're just linked over. We will eventually be working on getting a YouTube channel set up specifically for guides. I will also be looking through to help find ways to ease programming and getting you guys able to do programming better, learning how to create your own setup for node information to be able to get onto our system. We are very much in particular about how we tie people in. And I got to go over here to the Streamlabs to bring my video back up to a little bit larger. I'm ugly, I know, but you guys are going to have to stare at me. Hi, how you doing? Have you had your cup of coffee today? Because I know I'm on my second cup. I'm sorry, I have preteens staring at me like I'm a psycho-babbling idiot. Good God. Okay. my daughter with her demon spawn of laughing. Okay, so now that I've showed you guys the status page, we are progressively working to add more and improve upon what we currently have. Like, for example, what I'm doing right now. We are working on providing more continuous status updates, whether it's by myself or Dean. I would love to say Robert, but you know, that's like pulling teeth from a child who's eaten too much candy. So, just a quick recap. You go to www.usgmrs.net and it will go to our page. Okay, put it back at full screen. The first tab is the main network. The second tab is the backup network. I run the backup network. Robert runs the main network. The third tab, which is a Facebook icon, goes directly to our Facebook page. Now, this is a desktop version. There is a tablet version and a phone version, so it will pull up differently depending on what you're. It will pull up what it will pull up what you have going here. So if you want a how-to video, you can see that all right here. I was wondering about that there. Hang on, I'm going to do something. I know you're watching my video, so I'm going to do this just so they can see. I'm going to pull that up, and then I'm going to go to all nodes, and then you guys can see what he's doing here. Go ahead, Dean. WRTA 613. So what he did was he disconnected.
Roger that. Yeah, I disconnected from 174 so we could actually indeed show this so that it lights up.
Yeah, so he's talking over here. He's talking off of the 1200. And my 23712. Yeah. WRTA 613, what's going on there, Mr. William? I've got a live going on here right now showing the active system. Are you watching it?
Negative. I'm mobile. Ended up towards JX, Virginia on 89. Just figured I'd say hello. And here's what you into.
Yeah, and see, he's coming through the Zello, the North Carolina Zello tie-in through Zoiper, which, if I pulled up my, if I pulled in my log me in to show.
Safe. I've got fog and 32 degrees up here in South Dakota this morning.
Yeah. So, this shows the status page. I'll go ahead and close that back out.
Yeah, it's a rainy, dreary day here in North Carolina, really.
So the how-to information is just videos. I will be working on doing more of these and getting them linked in right here. But all of these 7 right now, are currently tied in with our Facebook group. So depending on who's looking at it, excuse me, depending on who will try to view it, some will like, oh, it's just trying to get people to join the group. I mean, yeah, and that's our prerogative. We would like to have more active folks on our network. So, outside of that, that's our updates. That's what we got going on. I will say that you can get yourself actively running with a node assignment using a virtual machine. And just for craps and giggles, you know what's and tickles. Stop staring at me, child. Both of y'all. Um, turn that down. Okay. Yeah. So, what you guys were looking at when you were seeing my system key up, you saw the North Carolina Zello. That, believe it or not, is running on this computer. It's a laptop. I'm running the Zello desktop, and this has been active. I reset my system yesterday, so the connection reset, but I haven't had any issues since something or other. I don't know. Um, but this is connected with this, which ties it over to this. Okay. This is the Pi that's running in my office. These two are connected via virtual audio cables. Now, when I said
Connected for like over 80 hours, so it stayed connected for quite a while with no issues.
yeah. Now, when I say you can do a virtual machine and set yourself up on a node, I was not lying. This is an active one. I was supposed to shut this down yesterday. Um, ASL menu. Oh, crap. There we go. Now, what you just saw me, because I'm running on a virtual machine, it's the All-Star Image 1.01. You can do the 2.0 beta, but I cannot guarantee the stability as far as staying connected into the entirety of the network. Whereas Dean, on the other hand, he probably can, and I know he's watching right now. I'll turn my radio up in case he wants to clarify if it's stable enough to run the beta version on a virtual machine. But if you decide you would like to have a node assignment and you have a PC computer, you can go with VirtualBox is one. You can go with VirtualBox. Is that showing? Oh, hold on. Let me move this back down so you guys can see what the heck I was looking at there. There we go. No, I'm sorry about that.
How stable it would be on the virtual machine. However, the 2.0 does run very well up on a cloud server.
Right, and I know, and believe it or not, the virtual machine works good on. I'm sorry, the All Star 2.0 beta does work really well on the virtual machine because it's basically running on a cloud system. But it's the connectivity. Now, if you have VMware Workstation, I have found that to be the most comfortable and easy to work with. Which is what this virtual machine is, but you can also do VirtualBox. There are several other virtual machines that I have not tested to see if it works. Now, if you have a PC at home that you're not actively using, like what I'm showing you is a laptop that's sitting directly behind me. This was running the 1100 system for a while, and that's just showing the Pi there. And then let me find there's the Zoiper connection, tying Zello over to the main system. And Mr. William, WRTE205, is who you heard talking earlier with Dean across the different systems there. So this definitely works. I have done a video on how to create your own system using a virtual machine, setting up your own node, and I would be happy to do that again, but what I would want to do is do it step by step. I want to make sure that when you're doing it, you have a USB sound card that can plug into your computer that will get recognized by the system, it'll pop up a dialog window that's asking you how you want to assign that USB device. Do you want to assign it to the actual computer itself, or do you want to assign it to your virtual machine? You will tell it to assign it to the virtual machine so that you can officially connect your repeater system or simplex system over into your node assignment. I will do a more thorough video walkthrough. And like I said, I did one not too long ago, but I think I have deleted it. So I want to redo it, and I want to simplify it. I want to make it as direct and most basic of information as possible, so that there is no miscommunication, there is no misinformation, and we will do it step by step by step. And I will do as much detail, but in a short span, so that it's not a 2-hour video. I want it to be under, we'll say, a half hour. So when it's doing all the loading up of all the information, I'll pause the video and I'll skip through all of that so that you are not sitting there waiting. I will not skip a step, so you won't be missing any of the steps to do this on a virtual machine on your computer. If you have an AMD processor on your computer, then you can install All-Star 1.01 or All-Star 2.0 beta directly on the computer, and it should work. But my recommendation would be to go use the VirtualBox 4. And then if you want to go a computer, then buy, we'll start putting up listings of compatible hardware, compatible computers that will actually work, that they're small, they're compact, and you can basically put them anywhere, basically like a Pi. So that takes care of all of that. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me via my email, wrta613@gmail.com. We will eventually be putting up a support email on the website so that those of us that are on the administration team can reach back to you directly if you send any questions, have any need any help. Same on the Facebook. We're trying to do a lot more improvements. I do apologize. We are all busy. All of us have jobs of some form or sort that, you know, it takes our time. So if you're with us and you're wondering what's taking so long, well, I'm a truck driver. Dean is a truck driver. Robert has a family at home that he's taking care of.
Change as soon as it allows me to. I tried this morning and it still doesn't let me.
Yeah, and as far as the Facebook name, the way the Facebook is listing, we've been trying to change it for the last couple of days, but for some reason Facebook is on its deal. So if we can't get it changed by Monday, we're going to reach out directly to Facebook and start pushing the issue of getting them to fix it so we can. Outside of that, I don't have anything else. I will be working on more walkthrough videos for you guys. Minimize that. So that's my remote connection. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend. Whoops, don't do that. Oh, there we go. Haha. Ooh. Anyways, get your coffee. Have a good day. That's the stuff. I'll catch you guys later.